Last weekend, I went to my nephew's baseball game. Matthew is now 11 years old, and he's just the perfect age where the games are now competitive and fun and exciting. And this past weekend, not only was there excitement on the field, there was excitement off the field. You see, one of the fathers on the opposing team felt like the coach wasn't coaching his son and the team well. And he made his feelings known to the coach and to everyone else within a 1 mile radius. I mean, there was, you know how guys are. There was chest out and shoulders back. There was pointing fingers. There was a lot of yelling. It was a very bad temper tantrum. And after the game, we all joked about the drama off the field. Then as I was driving home and reflecting on what I saw, I was thinking to myself, gosh, that could be me. Think about it. The stress that we are all carrying is tremendous. And given the right conditions, that could be any one of us. In my humble opinion, this incident is emblematic of a large and widespread problem. As a society, we are going into a perfect storm, and it's imperative that we change course and head towards peaceful waters while we still can. I think a big part of the problem is what we take in, what we let into our hearts. Listen to what Jesus says in Luke chapter 6, beginning in verse 43. This is Jesus speaking. Listen carefully. He says this: "No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briar. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart. An evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart." And then listen carefully to what Jesus says next. He says, "For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of." Let me say that again. The mouth speaks what the heart is full of. What is your heart full of? You see, the problem is not this. Not really. The problem is this. We need to protect our hearts. We need to protect what we take in, what we let into our hearts. Because what's in our hearts will eventually come out through our mouths. What's in our hearts will eventually come out through our words and our actions. That's why early this year, I made a decision to cut out all social media. Why? At one point, I could tell that my heart was becoming dark and ugly. I could tell that social media was not beneficial and healthy for my heart. And so I made a personal decision to cut out all social media. Earlier this year, I also made a decision to cut out the 24-hour news cycle. Why? Same thing. I noticed that my heart was getting dark, was getting ugly, was getting hard. I noticed that the 24-hour news cycle was not healthy, was not beneficial to my heart. And so I cut out the the 24-hour news cycle. What is your heart full of? I would encourage you to take stock of what you are letting into your heart. And if there's things that are making your heart dark and ugly, things that are unhealthy and not beneficial to your heart, I would encourage you, if possible, to reduce or eliminate those stuff. Instead, fill your heart with things that are beneficial and healthy. Pick up your Bible. Spend time on your knees in prayer. Put on a worship song. Play a board game with your family after dinner. Take a walk around the neighborhood. Be a blessing to a stranger by doing a random act of kindness. Call a friend who you've not connected with in a while. All these things are healthy and beneficial for your heart. Luke chapter 6, verse 43 to 45. No good tree bears bad fruit, nor does a bad tree bear good fruit. Each tree is recognized by its own fruit. People do not pick figs from thorn bushes or grapes from briars. A good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart. An evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. What is your heart full of? Thanks for tuning in. God bless you and God bless your family.